Hello, good morning. Marriott, I see you. Good morning, good morning, good morning, guys. Thank you for joining me once again. This is your girl, Omoya's Corner, coming straight and direct to you. Thank you to all my new subscribers. I appreciate you guys. To my returning subscribers, you guys are three much. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I really appreciate it. Um, Marriott, hi, 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 hi. Thank you for joining me once again. So, if you have not yet subscribed and you have been using Corner Eye to look at our content, please subscribe. Oh, it is free, so you can join this family, this wholesome family, so we can move this ministry forward. So, as you guys can see, I want to talk about female deputy governor candidates that we are having, that we're seeing in Nigeria. Hello, Marusta. Hi, welcome, welcome. So, what do you guys think? What are your thoughts on, hey, Ufoma, welcome? What are your thoughts on Tonto Dike and Funke Akindele as deputy governor candidates? What are your thoughts? I want to hear you guys, what do you guys think about it? Let's go there. You guys should share and tell me what your thoughts are about a female deputy governor candidate. Do you think Nigeria is ready for it? Do you think as Nigerians we're ready for it? I'm telling you, celebrity washing. So my question is, does popularity on social media platforms, does it automatically turn into votes on ground? What do you guys think? They say they don't finally get us with celebrity female governor. I know, right? What do you guys think? I'm curious. I want to know. Do you think that does popularity on the internet, on the webs, on Donald Trump, on Obama's webs, do you think it translates to votes on the ground? Does it matter that someone has never been in politics before but is now coming out to contest for an election, to come out as a candidate? Someone who's never been in politics before. Does it matter? Who can I tell you? I did wait for a response. I'm waiting for y'all response, as they say. Does it matter? Does being a celebrity aside from Desmond Elliot, that I know came, because Desmond Elliot, let's not forget, he had serious backing. Hey, Chidima, how are you? Welcome. Good to see you. Good to see you. It is not to change the mind of the sugarcane seller on the street. It is there to counter the intellectuals on the internet and dilute their vote for good candidates. Marriott, abeg, can you explain? It no clear. The response no clear to me. What do you mean by that? I don't quite understand. Hi, Eunice. Hey, girl. Good to see you. Thank you, guys. Marriott, tell me what you think. Can you break that down a little bit? No, sir, na night school I go. So, hey, Becky, welcome. So, you guys, let me know what your thoughts are about Tonto Dike and Funke Akindele coming out as deputy governor candidates. Hello, Yemi Coco. What are your thoughts? What do you guys think? Do you think that being a social media heavyweight translates to votes on ground? And do you think that someone who has never been in politics before, because they have social media following, a huge social media following, that it will translate to victory in any political party? Mona, let me know na thought, I beg. Because is politics not grassroots, as they say? Where's Funke Akindele originally from? Does any I think I heard she was from Ikorodu. I want to believe that. I heard she was from Ikorodu. I could be wrong, oh. Somebody should please correct me, oh. Do people know her in Ikorodu? You know what I mean? Like, do they know her there? Has she had any impact on her people? If let's say she's actually from Ikorodu as they claim. Okay, what I mean is the kids on the internet who consume social media and being told to vote Peter Obi by presenting celebrities to those same people, it will sway some of them. Oh, got it. You see, now night school I go, Marriott, God go bless you. Wow, that makes sense. I never thought about it like that too. I did not think about it like, so they are hoping that by presenting popular celebrities, it might sway people's votes. I see, gotcha. Because they have a huge following. But I don't see that affecting it though. If that's what their intentions are, it's not going to work really, because people's minds are to a large extent has been convinced. Of course, that doesn't mean a few of them would not fall for it, but hey, Patience, welcome. Hey, Oyebola, okay, she's from Ikorodu, okay. So does anybody know if she did anything for Ikorodu people, for her people? Has she been part of the grassroots movement? Did she make herself available to her people at the grassroots level? Yeah, that's true. The kids are celebrity obsessed, which is true. It makes that's true. I mean, you have a point, Marriott. Honestly, I never thought about it like that. You really have a point, and we don't know, right? We don't know how it's going to translate. But I am of the opinion, and this is just my opinion, that it's not going to it's not going to move the needle, because the movement on ground is so massive now, and people are becoming so aware of Peter Obi's movement that I don't know. I mean, of course, there'll be some that would insist on going to the other parties. Which is okay. Everybody has a right to their own vote. But you're right. You have a very solid point. I did not think about it. I did not think about it at all. So does anybody know if she did anything for her, grammar, constituents, for her people, her village people in Ikorodu? Did she do anything? Do we know? Do we know anything about that? Because I don't know how. I don't know. Apart from Desmond Elliott, and because Desmond Elliott had very heavy backing. I think he got backing from the heavy hitters in the major political parties, right? So he was able to win, I believe, House of Reps. But we saw how badly he performed, how he now started doing things that people did not understand. Now I know that we have Banky W at the Etiosa local government area as a rep. We'll see. Time will tell what impact he's been able to make. I actually like that idea. I like the angle that Banky W is going towards. I mean, there's nothing, personally, I don't think there's anything wrong with the celebrity contesting for election. Hey, Special Genia, welcome. You know, okay, I listened to Tonto and her platform and there was no meat. Ah, maybe Funke, her person are different for Lagos. All I want to hear is light rail to East. I know, right? Absolute. Thank you. And cleanliness, Marriott. And to keep the city clean, even if we have old houses, because, you know, a lot of, most parts of Nigeria have old colonial houses. They can maintain those structures, but keep it clean. You know, and to your point, that's it. Light rail, easy transportation, where people can move from one place to the other really easily. Thank you very much. That's a great point. Okay, so you listened to Tonto Dike, right? And there was no, okay. Me personally, there's nothing wrong. It's not as if I'm against them coming out. I'm just asking because they're coming out as deputy governors. It is very important for us to know if they've been involved in grassroots politics, because that's what it boils down to. You can have all the social media backing and all of that, but what do your village people know your name? Do they know you? Because politics is grassroots. It's not from the top. You can't just come at the top and say, I want to be president, I want to be governor. You need to have been in the game. Unless by sheer, I don't know, by sheer luck or something, people just see the possibilities and they just decide they want to make you their governor. That's different. I know that happens, but I don't know if having a huge social media following translates to votes on ground. I don't know, you know. Hey, Temiti, Doki, welcome, Sister Lee, my blood sister. How now? How they go? Yeah. So I don't know. What do you guys think, though? What do you guys think about it? I haven't listened to Tonto Dike's anything she has to say, but I don't know. I mean, I've been reading some comments on social media where people are talking about their private lives and bringing it into play and all of that. They have a point, because your private life really tells a lot about how you're going to function as a public officer. But even though that's not 100% sometimes, I'm just happy that there are women coming out and contesting for election. I'm only just questioning, how is their social media popularity going to translate to votes for them on the ground? Do their people know them in their village? Because this is why it is very important, when you come into some wealth or prosperity or whatever, some amount of money, let's put it that way, in your life, you have to remember to give back to your people. It is so important. You cannot overemphasize it. You need to go back to your people, to your source. Let them know you, because you don't know what day will come tomorrow. Like, for instance, now, fast forward, these people are coming out as, deputy governors, right? Tonto is such a drama queen. Exactly. That's what people were talking about. Like, they were bringing up the Bobrisky issue, her relationships that have not worked out and all of that, right? I read some of that, So based on that, a lot of people are like, forget it. Why are you even bothering yourself? Why are you coming out? People are saying nobody's going to vote for Tonto Dike. And I'm saying, for you to even clean that up, let's say people have their opinions about your private life, right? Because we really don't know the full story, no matter how much we read. Just go to your village and do for your people. Get to know your people. Do something. If you already sense that, okay, it looks like this is the angle that my life is taking, you know what? Forget about the angle. It's not about planning. It's not about postulating and thinking, oh, I'm thinking of becoming a governor or a president tomorrow. Let me start doing things now. There are people like that who intentionally are in public service because they already have a vision of where they're going. But just be good. Just be a good person. When you see someone suffering, help. your help starts from your home. It starts from your village. It does not start from, and then outside. You help people that are outsiders, that will come and know you and say, that can come and say, no, this person was wonderful. They made this possible for me and all of that. So yeah, I see people have been questioning Tonto Dike's relationships badly. And with the fact that she's associated with Bobrisky, that doesn't even help, you know. Exactly. Well, that's true, Temiti. That's true. I think that should change. I don't think it should be just rubber stamp figurehead anymore. The vice, whatever, deputy, whatever, should have some roles assigned to them, not just doing follow like personal assistant. Just hire personal assistant and call it what it is. Because the role of vice president has no power at all. You're right, Demiti. But it's also an image that people are seeing, though, right? Because they're putting it out there. So it's an image that people are seeing and saying, this person wants to run for VP, or this person wants to run for deputy governor. So we are the ones who understand in Nigeria that it's mainly figurehead. A lot of people from different parts of the world, their roles as vice or deputy governors is very different. They have their roles spelled out for them. It's not like Nigeria. Hey, my namesake, Omoyeme, welcome, welcome. Yeah, exactly, right? Exactly. The ones running, that's true. I don't think it's totally, yeah, you're right. I mean, you have a point. The ones running now have met, which is true. They all have messy. Nobody hand clean. They're all caught in the cookie jar, tiffin candy. Yeah, that's true. That's true. This is true. I think so. Omoyeme, you just hit the nail on the head, though. Me, I think it in my mind. I'm like, this girl, I wish somebody really loves her enough to tell her she needs to really get major help for herself. She has not completely healed. There's a lot of trauma still going on there, you know? Exactly. I mean, so we can't, it's already complicated. So we don't need someone who's going to add to more of the complication, because energy matters. Oh, the energy you carry matters, especially when you're coming into a position of leadership. Man, I know that Nigerians, they don't, all those ones are irrelevant to them. All these ones that we are saying, we are speaking English. What's heal yourself? What's get mental? All those things are foreign language for them. But we need to start to speak into it. We need to start encouraging it and putting it out there so that they can know that they need to take care of themselves. They really do. I agree with you, honestly, Omoye. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So that's why I asked, is their popularity on social media going to translate into votes on ground? Because if you don't start from the grassroots, nobody knows you. You are just coming. How do you start campaigning? And you only have a certain amount of time to campaign, get the number of votes to actually win the election. You know what I mean? So if people don't know you before, it's just only movies they know you and all of that, nothing else. I don't know. Then again, these are just my opinions. So special dinner, yeah, that's the concern. Some people actually express that concern online. Like, what is the point of these people coming out? It's just to make more money and take advantage, you know? So I don't know. It's a lot of people have been coming against them big time, you know? They're really coming again. Some people have a lot of things to say, like, Mbano, no way. Why are these people coming out? What have they done for their own people? So people are asking valid questions. Really, to be honest, people are asking very valid questions. Like, why now? You understand? Like, why are you coming out now? What have you done for your village people? Who knows you? Who know you for your village? Anybody know you? You know? I'm trying to find some of the stuff that I saw. Exactly. I haven't heard. In case somebody else has heard anything she has said, I haven't heard. I've looked out for any video by her explaining why she wants to run, but I haven't seen it. You know, I have not heard anything. What any major thing she wants to do? I don't know. Since the deputy governor is just a figurehead position, maybe the governor, I don't know, but I would expect that she would also have an idea of what she wants to do with Lagos, right? Eh, they have portfolio to handle. They just don't do their job because they're okay. They're still exactly. And then they now put big sign. Did they not draw a picture of him on the borehole that he built? Did they not build it? I think they put a picture of the thing that he did, borehole. I'm like, Desmond Elliot, are you serious? They kicked him out anyway. He left after that whole social media hula baloo. And he came out and said, talking on the floor. Small children, the way they talk to people online, small children. Now people charge for the small Elliot. Say, who be small pikin? People were nodding him. It was so funny. He left. He left. They forced him out. He couldn't take the insults. Yeah. I like Funke Akindele. She's a very entrepreneurial person. I like her. You know, she's a go-getter. She's an achiever. You know, I respect that about her and I like her. Okay. But my thing is, I don't know if they will let it slide because the way social media is going on about people are making comments about her failed marriages, for instance, right? And you know how Nigeria is. Let's be honest. Has Nigeria gotten to the point where they would overlook those things? Have we really gotten to that point? Because we're not in the West, so it's not as if Funke is running in the West. She's running in Nigeria, where you and I know it matters. Being married matters. How you manage your home matters to a lot of people, even the young ones, unfortunately. You know, so they're calling into question all those things. I've read comments where they say someone who cannot maintain her home wants to come and run for office. How is she going to run an office when she cannot run her home? You know, you're hearing comments like that. And people are saying, oh, she's not married, even though that's not a big deal, really and honestly. If someone can do the job, their personal life should not be anybody's business, you know. But of course, they put it out there, so it becomes people's business, right? So this is my question: like, is Nigeria ready for that level of having, you know, someone like Funke Akindele with a huge social media platform? Is that going to automatically translate to votes for her? You know, are they going to give her a pass? What has she done for? Because what she has done for our village people is going to matter here. That's what I'm asking. Has she done anything for Ikorodu, for instance, where she comes from? Do people in Ikorodu know her name very well? Is she a household name? You know? Yeah, I remember when Jimmy Agbaje, people were really like pushing for Jimmy Agbaje at that time. I remember that. Yes, but he never won. He never got in, right? They do. They really do, Marriott. I can't. In fact, they need to break it. Like literally use a hammer. No, not hammer. What do they call that thing? When they tear wood. Is it saw? They need to really break the chain when that man take hold Lagos down. To be honest. you know. If they campaign, it's possible in Lagos that she will win because people know her, really, to be honest. But I'm just thinking about, do her people, personal family, her, where she come from, Gongon, Ikorodu, do they really know? Hey, Tolu's Diary, welcome. Right? That's what but Nigeria now, they will always bring all those things up. Nigeria this is my worry. Are they ready for that level? Because, to be honest, Funke will do the work. Funke will take people's concerns seriously. I don't know her personally. I don't know this girl personally at all. She's not my friend. I'm not related to her. She's not related to me. Just from observation, the kind of person she is, she looks like someone that knows how to get busy and get to work. That's the type of person I see her as. So it's not about efficiency. She will do a lot if given the power to. So it's my concern now is Nigeria ready for a woman who doesn't have a husband and all those things? Are they ready to ignore all that and vote for competence? Because that's what matters right now. Having a good relationship does not automatically mean that you're competent. It's just working out for you, that's all. You know what I mean? So this is the thing. Are Nigerians ready to ignore that and focus on her competence as a person and disregard the fact that, okay, she's from Ikorodu, maybe people don't know her, but by the time they campaign heavily and they put their money there, she might gain the popularity. Are they willing to do that? I don't know. I don't fully know. So I don't know if she was approached or she decided to do it. I don't know. I can't even speak to that. The story is still developing. Right, exactly. Thank you very much. Exactly. Even in America, in the West, there's never been an unmarried president. Even governor, there's never been an unmarried governor. Marriage is a huge, yeah, it does play a role. This is my concern. Welcome, Buki Ade. This is my concern. Like, are Nigerians ready? Do we have that presence of mind? Even in Obodo, they don't have that presence. They always call people's personal lives into question. They'll say, wasn't it that woman that left her husband? Imagine, you guys remember what happened with Hillary Clinton and Bill Clinton. The fact that the woman forgive her husband, there were people who were ganging up against her. Part of the reason why Hillary did not win are women, Kosa. Women were our own worst enemy. Now, see women, Kosa. Now, them no agree vote for Hillary in majority. And of course, some men too. So they still question, the woman chose to remain with her husband though. Despite saying she get public embarrassment, she still chose to ignore all of that and remain with her husband, which I would have thought that people would say, okay, people make mistake, whatever, it got into his head and he did whatever. They held it over her head. Is Nigeria ready for that kind of thing? Because we are very quick to judge people, especially when it comes to marriage things. Oh, really? Wow. So he was within 200K votes of APC candidates in the last election he lost. So, wow. Was that Jimmy Agbaje? I think was he a pharmacist? I think he had a pharmacy in Lagos somewhere, Lagos Island somewhere. Correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, she really does, Tolu. She really strikes me as someone that will get things done. My concern is, are Nigerians ready? And will her followership on social media translate to votes for her? Because it is the people that will vote for her that will change the narrative. The people that will vote for their tickets that will change the narrative for her. And again, I don't know, why did she go and join with PDP? If I want to go into politics right now, I'd rather do it through Labour Party, because I don't want any filthy old system political party to hold me down. I mean, that's just me. That is me. That is my opinion. So Mukuna no hold me to that one. Right, Marriott. I think what Raim is saying is that, in the West, and it is true, in the West, people consider a lot of these things, especially when it comes to politics. Their politics of family values. They always want to portray that family in front of the camera. I think that's what he's getting at. He does not mean that, marriage is, this is Adewale, our president, too. Adewale head Deji, Adewale head. In just the talk say, even for the West, which is true, because for here, when people come out to be, I remember when this woman from Arkansas was chosen as VP for McCain. What did they not say about her? That she was once a slut, she has so many children, her child was already having a child. They were saying all kinds of things about her. They talked about her personal life. Apparently, I think she had married how many times? What? Story, story, story. So that's the point he's trying to. Marriage is, once you are projecting yourself in that position of leadership, people want to question that about you. Which Nigerians are very good at doing. When you are single, now so they ask you, when are you married? How many children? Won't you marry? When will you have children? When will you start having children? You are not married yet. When will you start having children? When will your children start giving you grandchildren? You'll be hearing things like that. So I think that's where he's coming from. It's not important, but you and I know, Mayor, that Nigeria and marriage now do or die. Marriage now do or delete. There's no middle. They are. Some of them are. Special Genius says they should go for the post that involves doing things. The social media well, now, if our election is based on sincerity and capabilities of contest, yeah, I know. Personally, Funke will be able to do the work. Honestly, if they tell me, and I don't know, she should even go for governor. What's VP? What's deputy governor? Because there's nothing much for the deputy governor. Funke is someone that will walk. I already see it. I don't know the girl, but I know for her inside that kind of person, she would like to walk. So my hope is that those votes really translate to those followership translates to votes for her, and she's able to have an impact in her direct community, which is Ikorodu, where she was born. If the people for Ikorodu know her, they go rally for her. They go grassroots campaign for her team, Exactly. Remember that, Yeah, no, it's not even the religious conservatism, my sister. It is religious boju boju. Religious conservatism na lie lórí irọ́. Is boju boju they are doing. They're hypocrites. Hypocrites, na plenty pass. Most of them, they live double life. Some of them, the same people that they marry for backyard, but they're not going to tell you. Some of them, their children, they come up picking pass. And they speak pidgin now because of social media, because of YouTube. Now their children, they remove picking pass. If they are picking born for black man, they go secretly go carry and remove the pikin. You know how many for this? What do they call them? What's it called? These clinics when they shut down, when they come out children. Now there are people plenty pass for there. All these people hypocrites. So now they look. Nigeria they copy nonsense from them. True, honestly. Exactly, it is in Marriott will. Abema could I like thank you, junior people. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Hi, Mirabelle. Good to see you, my darling. It never reflects. Yeah, that's true. all hypocrite. That's the thing. Say Nigerians, we copy rubbish. This is why, when I go to certain platforms and they're always comparing Nigeria, look at what they do in the US, that thing irritates me. I don't like us comparing ourselves with them. To be honest with you, we're very different people. We have certain values we live by. Even though some people just want to, pretend like those things don't work when they find themselves with groups of people that are from those communities. But the truth is, there are certain values we live by. We're cultural human beings. We come from different tribes in Nigeria where certain things are accepted and certain things are not accepted, So I don't like it when we compare Nigeria and US or the West, to be honest. We have our own rules and values that we can compare. We shouldn't be using, they are not the greatest example. I'm sorry, Exactly. That's exactly what I just said, though. I wish you could compare as Gov, because to be honest, she'll be better at it. I don't know why maybe because she's just warming her way in and she doesn't want to come across. She will be a better candidate. It looks like PR stunt. Yeah, to get her followers to thank you. Because if they can get her followers, her 15 million followers to vote for PDP, but you cannot get all 15 million voters to vote for PDP. You understand? You cannot get all 50. There will be people who think differently. And with this whole movement that is going on right now, I doubt. How much do they want to give them? Okay, if they say they want to sensitize them and give them money, how much? How much are they willing to, how much money are they willing to give? No. So that's they're just trying to get her followers. I think it's PR. You're right. You're probably right, Adewale. Exactly, Obuki. But our people for Nigeria, they go bring out personal things about one's life because she's a woman, number one. And that our society is very critical of women. Now, women are they suffer pass in every angle. If na man, now they're not going to question them, but you need to see what social media is asking about this young, vibrant lady. Somebody that can do the job. It is problematic. I absolutely agree with you, Marriott. It is. Exactly. It is falling apart for the same bam. You get them 100%, 100. Not just themselves, the whole of the West, plus Canada, plus Europe, all of them. They are everything. The bridge done the catapult. Exactly. Not all her followers. That's the thing. You can't convince, you're not going to convince each and every one of them, one after the other. Oh, yeah, come on, vote for me. Vote for my party. You can't. How you want to take one? How do you want to do it? Yeah, I think that's what it is. Adewale, you're right. I think that's what it is. Yeah, they're trying their best to do it. But the Lagosians themselves should open their eyes and realize Lagos needs to work better than it is working right now. Because Lagos is such a vibrant city. Everybody from all over the world, Lagos is their first port of entry, apart from Abuja and other airports that have like Enugu airport and all of that, right? You should try and look for a governor who's willing to make Lagos accessible. Just like Marriott said, fast trains, make transportation easier, clean the city up. When rain falls, it should not be collapsing houses and swallowing up cars. The drainage system is horrible. So a lot of work needs to happen in Lagos itself. It might mean that they will have to, move people from certain places further away, maybe like to places that are close by, maybe Abeokuta or whatever is closer to, just spread it out, because the way Lagos is right now, it's almost like it's about to collapse. Find a governor that works correctly. Abia, you are welcome. Welcome, welcome. Good to see you. Yeah, yeah. I mean, absolutely. Yeah, other people support your theory. Absolutely. I support it too. For me, in addition to what you've been saying, which I agree with Marriott, is that, and I think Adewale raised a very good point. I didn't even think about what you said earlier as well. PR stunt. The fact that they just want so that they can get the votes, have voters to vote for their party, right? So I don't know if her people know her, because for it to be effective, you have to have people that are ready to do the work for you. And I don't know how long the election process is for Lagos State. Okay. So if those same people, right, if she doesn't have anybody that's running, who doesn't know her, who's willing to put the work in and rally around for her, how are they going to win? And mind you, it's not just her team that's running. There are other people from different parties now. There's APC, apart from her, there's a PDP, and there's Labour Party now. A lot of people are snagging up funds for Labour from Labour Party for governorship positions. And I know that Ambode just moved to Labour Party. Okay? So if Ambode moves to Labour Party and is able to get someone who's strong, PDP might not stand a chance of winning Lagos again. So this is why I question the fact that why did she not even think about going to Labour Party instead of running under PDP? But anyway, this is just my opinion. I don't know much about Tonto Dike. I've not really, even both of them, to be honest. It's still developing. I haven't seen much of Tonto Dike's. I think I listened to a clip of an interview she had given about why she wants to run for deputy governor of Rivers State. And she had mentioned that she had been doing some work before. And she did not really want to be... she didn't want to be mentioned in line with a particular political party, to be honest. And I was curious. I was like, why is she trying to hide behind that? I mean, if you've been working for the same government, that means you're a part of the government. She says she's been working in the grassroots level, helping people and all of that. But, I mean, my question again is, your village people know you. They know you for your village. What you don't do for your people? What have you done for your people? Welcome, Rita. Yes, absolutely. Adewale, visionless leaders in the past never cared about Lagos State. Exactly. If we had visionaries in power, there should be at least 5 big cities. Thank you. For a country as big as, I'm telling you, vibrant cities. There should be Lagos. Actually, in every state, there should have a vibrant city. In every state. So people are not just, everybody is not just trying to go to Lagos. Lagos is over congested. The population is too much. You understand? So if you have vibrant cities, like, for instance, you're in Lagos, it's a vibrant city. You go to Abuja, it's vibrant. You go to every state, should have a vibrant city where people can thrive well and enjoy their life and do what they're doing. Everybody wants to be in Lagos. It cannot work. It cannot work. It's just going to bear, it's going to pull. It's almost like it's the weight of the city itself is crumbling. It's too much, too many people in Lagos. Too many people. That's why the traffic is unbearable. Everybody's in Lagos. Lagos is not the only vibrant city in the world. It shouldn't be. Going forward, that's what it should be, really. Every state should have a vibrant city where you can go and say, okay, then if you feel like going to Lagos, you go to Lagos, you come back. Ibadan should be a vibrant city, as big as Ibadan is. I love Ibadan. I prefer Ibadan to Lagos. 100%. I prefer Ibadan to Lagos. If Ibadan can be done up very well, Ibadan is another vibrant city. Untapped resources in Ibadan. What I mean by untapped resources, like, there's potential. There's always been potential in Ibadan. It's cheaper to live in. You know, food is cheaper to buy there. Are you kidding me? Standard of living is reasonable. Yeah, I like Ibadan. Forget the food. Is it the food alone? Better food. Yeah, should be known for something. Manufacturing, farming, tech. Thank you. Exactly. You know, every city should be known for something. Like, okay, oh, Lagos is maybe the Hollywood of Nigeria. You can say that. And then they will have, like out of state campuses, like different branches of Nollywood or whatever in different cities. But Lagos will be like the place where people go for, the big Hollywood events or whatever it is, right? That's how it should be. And then you go to other cities. You can go to Edo State, for instance, and it will be the farming, because Edo State soil is very fertile for food growing. It can feed a country, right? If you give the farmers the tools. Even in the north too, we have states in the north too that are food capitals. You can have manufacturing companies in those places. It will be the hub where people say, oh, this is where we get this from. This is where we get this from. That's how it ought to be. Another city in another state will be the tech hub. All the techies, all the nerds, that's where it will be. So it'll be like, oh, this is the tech hub of the entire nation. And then they'll have offshoots in different places. Everybody just want pack everywhere in Lagos. Every time Lagos, kilo day. Yeah, I be Ibadan girl now. Omo Ibadan kini so ni. Forget that thing. No, I love Ibadan. I love that city. Last time I went to visit, when I went to Nigeria, I went to IIT. I stayed in IIT. I loved it. Oh my God. I didn't feel like leaving. They literally had to drag me out of the hotel room. Come and go. We are expecting scientists. Oh, our scientist is coming. Come and leave. Oh, they were begging me. Hey, I love Ibadan. I beg. But I was disappointed though. They did not maintain the zoo. I was really, really disappointed because as a kid, I grew up going to that zoo. So it was painful to see how dilapidated the place had gotten. Yes, we should. Minimum. 5 is even too small, Tolu. 5 is too small. The way Nigeria, Calabar, look at Akwa Ibom. Akwa Ibom already has some sort of thing going for it. Build on these cities. You go to Benue, there are things that are good that you can place there, that people can travel and work there and live healthy, decent lives. Every part of Nigeria has something. The way the Creator has blessed that land there is beyond our understanding. The diversity we have in Nigeria is our strength until we learn to tap into it. Every city has something. Every state in Nigeria has something to offer. Every state. Ogun State has a yam. Even though we have yam in Edo State as well, Ogun State has yam. We need to, exactly, tourism. Thank you. Olumo Rock is there. There's so many places that are beautiful for tourism in Nigeria. So many places. I'm telling you, forever. They are they've caused themselves. Nobody caused them. Now their greed caused themselves. By their own acts, they caused themselves. Nobody caused them. They caused themselves to not do the right thing. So many things that they could get money from. It will be flowing to everybody. Every state will be able to pay its citizens. Like if you don't have a job, you just got out of school, you're waiting, you should be able to get some income in your pocket monthly without depending on your parents, and you'll be all right. And that will give you the opportunity to have you'll be able to use your creativity. If you're not the type of person that likes to go to school, there are other things that you can do and get good at. Yeah. Ruled by morons. Thank you, Adewale, completely. Morons that have buckled the society. They've torn everything apart. The narrative needs to change, you know? And this is why this obese movement is real, man. No matter what they do, it is so real, you know? So I don't know about, I haven't, apart from that interview I saw about Tonto Dike, I've not seen anything else. But everybody, all I've been seeing online about her is people questioning the fact that how is it possible that this woman, that her life is not in order, wants to come and be deputy governor for a state, a whole state. You know, people have a lot to say about her private life. And the fact that she has that friendship with Bobrisky, it is very worrisome for a lot of people. So people are talking about that. Yeah, like Silicon Valley. Eh? We have geniuses in Nigeria. You guys, I don't know if anybody saw the news. One time, there was a man that grew a weed. He had a farm, weed farm, massive weed farm. Guess what your people did? Your Nigerian people, Nigerian government, because dunces, they don't get no brain, nothing inside their head. They went and they burnt this man's farm, acres of land, all full of Igbo. They burn everything, reach ground. Meanwhile, people are exporting Igbo. People are growing Igbo and exporting it and making millions from it. It was a state in Edo State. I can't remember where. They sent people to burn it. That thing, I never take Igbo for my life, but I've heard people, especially living here, you see what they can do is medicinal. There's so many things you can do with it. They burn the acres of land to the ground. I did not be me get the farm, but I was crying for the owner. There was a young man that came up. He was able to make homemade weapons, right? Homemade, weapons and all of that. Do you know they arrested this kid? Instead of them to give them please, I'm grateful. The Creator is turning things around for us. We just have to answer to it because we have geniuses in that country. Exactly. The way they utilize what you have. China played a long game. They took very cheap labor. They were doing it. They were slowly climbing. No. We need to do the same in Nigeria. Our own should be enough for us. We should wear what we make, eat what we produce. No importing of nothing. I'm telling you. We should get good at what we do. Utilize the human resources. There are people who don't have jobs that are trying to figure out what they want to do in life. There are things they can do. Eh? Exactly. Tourist destinations. Abeokuta can be a tourist because they have the Olumo Rock there, right? And there are other places that we have not even tapped into. For instance, the old Benin city, the old Benin kingdom, those statues of those people that played vital roles in history, the Oba that went on exile because he resisted the British rule, all those bronze work that they have. I know it's not just in Edo State, even in I think Ibadan too has their own work, different bronze work that they do. So many tourist centers. And we have to limit it too because we can't expose all the good stuff to all these outside people. You know what they did to us in the past. We have to remember that. And we need to embrace ourselves and love ourselves as one. Not in terms of tribe. Yeah, we all come from different tribes, but we need to love each other. We need to love each other as Nigerians. We're not perfect, but I'm telling you, we're good at what we do. Diversity is our strength. Exactly, maintenance. We will learn how to maintain our own thing by ourselves. Not be the red oil when they produce for Nigeria. Not being these people say they oil their machines during the Industrial Revolution. Now palm oil that they use. Ibadan is supposed to have an airport. Ibadan is supposed to get big airports. Ibadan. But when you have losers as governors, they don't know the right thing to do. As huge as Ibadan is, that city is old and is one of the biggest cities in West Africa. It ought to have its own international airport that will produce employment for people. Eh? Yeah, we will need to learn it. Oh, we will need to learn it. This maintenance, we will need to learn it. And you see this whole idea of building houses a certain way in Nigeria. You know, mud houses are better for us. Mud houses, those bricks they make out of mud, those are better for us to live in as human beings because there are certain what's it called, nutrients in the clay that's good for our body. I'm telling you. And mud brick houses are easy. They're the cheapest. People will be using cement. Use brick, for Christ's sake. It is cheaper. Make it out of mud. We have everything we need. We're going to look outside. Red soil full everywhere. We're going to look outside. Now, the one they do for outside, now they're hungry us. Make your own. Exactly. Benue State has varieties of yam and fruits. Exactly. I know about Benue State too. They even have yam. Yeah, they have yam. I know Benue yam then. They have something to build on, something that everybody will crave. Aye. God go bless Peter Obio and this other leader when don't give us hope. I no go lie, yo, because I don't lose complete hope for that country. I don't lose hope completely for Nigeria. I say, forget this one, na dead case. I just thank God, though. Welcome, Okonkwo. Thank you for joining us. We can create jobs, exactly. Encourage entrepreneurship. History museums. Do you know I went to there's a what's it called? A museum in San Francisco. On the second and third floor of that museum is all Nigerian artifacts, stolen gods that are sitting on stool, different idols. I'm telling you, all from Nigeria. Second and third floor in San Francisco Museum. I weep when I see them. They cry inside me. I say, my goodness. No wonder we are scattered all over the world. A piece of us is everywhere. The bronze work, the artwork, stolen. It is in a museum. Other people are coming to pay money. I had to pay for entrance to pass. I paid to go and view my own community things. So, Bojumu, it's good to see like that. My friend and I that went, he was from Rwanda. And when we went, he was like, wow, it's all your artwork that is here. He was laughing at me. Oh my God. Isaac says, I beg, the only way I will live outside Lagos is if I have double barrel shotgun. Heads must roll for any. That's the only way you live outside of Lagos. No problem. Now you love Lagos, but please tell them to fix the Lagos for people who want to live there. Me personally, I don't like Lagos. I don't like to live there. Anytime I live in Lagos, I always have headaches. The air is polluted. Everything. Is it the traffic alone? You want craze. You live in Ikoyi. You're going to Lekki. You'll be there for like hours just because you're trying to get somewhere. You're in VI. You're trying to go to another place. Problem. I beg. Una fit keep am. Isaac, you can keep it to enjoy, but please tell your people to fix it for yourself so that you people will live. You have good life. Good question, Marriott. What does he agree with? Exactly. Maintenance problem is always the issue. Abeokuta, I know Abeokuta was a tourist center at one time. I remember. Does anybody remember the Ajaokuta Steel Company? You know, there used to be a steel company, Ajaokuta Steel Company. I still remember because we learned that in is it history now? Abi, which subject did we learn that? I can't remember. Eh? It used to produce steel, Ajaokuta Steel Company. Let me even Google it. Ajaokuta Steel. Steel mill in Nigeria, exactly, located in Kogi State. It was founded in 1979. Is it still there? You know, they there again. They don't run the thing to the ground. That place used to produce, at least they employed a lot of people. They need to revamp all those companies. Eh? Exactly. Clay is the best. There's a lot of minerals in clay. A lot of minerals that your body needs, that my body needs. We have good soil in that land to do whatever we need to do. No, we want to be using Oyibo things. Cement. Kini cement. You know, cement is even dangerous. Use clay, turn it into bricks and build with it. It's healthier. You know, when you use clay, when I used to go to my grandmother's house then, right? She had a huge kitchen. It was made out of clay. And she had a place, a bedroom, right? Detached from the main house where she sleeps. My goodness. When the heat, you see this scorching sun, when you go to blast, if you enter that mud, sleep, cold, it go be like say AC, now you they sleep with. Remember back, you know, when you go to, I'm sure you guys have grandmothers or great grandmothers, they used to have pot of this clay pot where they used to store water, drinking water. You take water from that, it's cold. You go be like say they put on for fridge. Exactly. Poverty is man-made. When you go into a place and you're trying, everybody's trying to move to Lagos. People they are ready to sleep under the bridge, just because they want to be known to live in Lagos. That's madness. That is madness. You can live 3 hours away and have a full life. Cut your coat according to your size. People that want to live in Lagos, they can live in Lagos. Nobody follow them drag. But find a city that is good for you, for your spirit. Not everybody. Lagos does not work for everybody. Eh? There's so many ways we can eradicate this poverty. Create, exactly. With mud houses alone, people will have homes to stay. Mud houses, you will have places to stay made out of bricks. You go to the farm in the morning, you sell your produce in the market. The money you make, you do whatever you like with it. That's how people used to live. People really did not understand the concept of poverty back then. He will be, he will be. The revolution happening in Nigeria now on ground, Adewale, it is sweetening my belly. Let me just put it that way. It is really torturing me. I'm like, I feel like a woman in love. That's what I feel like with this revolution that is going on. I'm just, inside of me, I'm happy. I'm telling you. Eh? Hey, Bridget, welcome. Welcome, welcome. Exactly. It is not a toy, but whatever every state has to produce, let us see. If it is manufacturing, I know a company then that was trying to start the manufacturing of our own type of tin tomatoes, right? because they had a huge farm of tomatoes and they wanted to. But the government frustrated their efforts, squeezed life out of them. They could not anymore. They packed their stuff and they left. Instead of buying Heinz, do you know what they put inside Heinz? Do you know the type of Heinz they are sending to you? Do you know? Someone will they make our own. Exactly. Yes, Philips, that's true. And there's another, is it, which other one was there? Or is it Cash and Carry? Wasn't there an electronic store called Cash and Carry in Nigeria? You people should remind me. I think I've seen an electronic store that was huge then, that people used to buy electronics from as well, that was Cash and Carry. Eh? He will, oh. He will sustain him. He will protect him, preserve him. Nobody, they're not going to do him like they do the past good leaders when they try to get. They're not going to succeed like they succeeded almost 30 years ago. Like, it will not happen. Exactly. That is the prayer. So in your own private time, those are the prayers that we can pray on our own, Tolu. Like in your own, you can say, God, please, oh, this man, this is who we desire. When you put him, preserve him, surround him with the right people, secure him in every way, give him right vision for all the people. You know, that's it. That is where prayer is effective. It's not when nobody's doing anything. Everybody fold hand, nothing they happen. Baba things just they happen. Everybody close hand, fold hand, they look. That kind of prayer, I know they work. But yeah, absolutely. It's my prayers too for him. Thank you, Okonkwo, my brother. What do we go do now? Not be our country. We have to be passionate about it now. We don't get choice. If Kasala boss tomorrow now, they say, oh yeah, everybody come and go where you come from. Where you want go? Where you they go no good. Where you want go? You understand? This is not the opportunity when we get to fight, to put our voice. You know, we don't suffer over 60 years. Nothing good for Nigeria. Nothing. People, when they put for the position, they just come gozu. Una hear say go on that time is still the whole of CBN. Una hear that story. When you hear some kind of story, your spirit go they cry. Not be even you go they cry. Inside you, your spirit go just the spirit will come they cry, come out. Say yeah. Even though he denied it, I think I heard an interview he did. He said that's not true or something. They've carted away so much money. Sometimes I wonder where they see this money, because every time I hear big money, I'm like, what is left in the country now? There's nothing left. There's nothing. You'll be hearing somebody came out recently and said that he knows somebody who has trillions of naira in his house. Egbami. Is it trillions of naira, be trillions of dollars? I can't even remember. Recently. Crazy. You'll be like, this is a sickness. This is no longer gluttony. This is a sickness that is beyond understanding. That you will just come and take the money that you're supposed to use to improve people's lives and pocket it. That's evil on a high level. Exactly. Clay pot water. I'm telling you, that time we used to go to my grandmother's house. When we eat finish, she go cook. I still remember that time. Oh, God rest my grandmother's soul. I wish people could live long. That woman, oh my goodness. That woman's hair, she had natural hair. Her hair was long to her butt. Her hair was long to her butt. We used to plait her hair for her that time. If she's still there alive now, for us and say which regimen she they use. Because I remember she used to use this palm kernel oil. That's all she used for her hair. And I said to myself, when I go to Nigeria, I need to get that palm kernel oil. That's all she used to use for her hair. And then we'll braid it for her. You know? She was an old matron, village matron. Then she was like their senior matron. They helped delivering women. She was into healthcare thing, herbs and all of that. But anyway, anytime we go and visit her, she will make native rice with crawfish, right? Dry crawfish and a bonga fish, right? She'll put it inside, make the sauce. I ate ofada before ofada became a thing. Let's put it that way. She'll put bonga fish, crawfish. She'll not put what else? Bush meat. You know they used to eat game meat then. It wasn't this type of all this one that I doing goat meat, cow tail, whatever. No, it was game meat. You know, oh my God, she'll now get pawpaw, almost unripe pawpaw. She'll now slice it after the whole thing is the rice is cooked. She'll now slice it on top. Hey, sea leaves. We go eat that time, Then our parents will come. My parents come and pick us up to go. We say we are not going. No, I beg. We want to stay another because we've not eaten this kind of delicious food before. My mom will be shouting, "Don't you know you have to go to school?" Voicemail. We'll say, "Well, from here, come to school. It's okay." Hey, used to be war that time. My parents then they started saying, I say we're not going to let these children go greet their grandmother again. We will go farm. My grandma go roast yam with oil, red oil, pepper inside. Oh, those were the days. Oh, now yours they make me remember things now. When we chop finish, you can't carry that clay water. When they cover, don't carry a come out, you can't take and scoop water. Pour am for inside our cup, we go drink. Thing go cold because we go farm in the morning, come back when sun come up. So we are thirsty, hungry, we'll bath, then we'll come eat. So come put am for inside tray. All of us go, they use hand. Hey, that was the life. That is what they call enjoyment. It's not this enjoyment people are talking. Real enjoyment is village enjoyment. Sorry, I'm a local girl. I'm a local champion, as you can see. And I know shame puts. Yes, exactly. Banga and style. Obiadulu, your head did there. Ori ewa mbe o banga and starch. When we cook banga, we dey put leaf for our banga. So my grandmother should go grind different types of leaves, put for inside the banga for us. We'll take and cook. Most of the leaves when she they use that time, say they're good for stomach. We'll put them, she go blend everything. You can't put that bonga fish because she was a fish person and game meat. You can't put them dry game meat. Or more, we go chop, we go belef. To go house will come be problem. We'll be telling our parents we are not coming home. Oh, we are here for no, leave us alone with grandma. This is fun. Go to farm, eat, enjoy your life. What? This is life now. Home is home. I'm telling you. Hello, Abiajulu. Welcome. Yeah, palm kernel oil. So you know the palm kernel seed now, after you have removed the banga, separated it with mortar. You know how we do they do them for house. I don't know if but we pound it and remove the flesh, and then the seed, the hard nut itself, you separate it and then leave it out to dry. That's how they used to do it. They will leave it in a tray, put it out in the sun to dry. And after that, you now crack it open, crack everything open. We used to even use it to eat gari then too, as kids. It used to be a snack, kind of delicacy for us as children. So you now bring out, when you crack it open, that seed, you put it in a pan and just stir and stir. It starts to bring out its own oil. It's black. The oil is black. Starts to bring out. That's what we use for our hair then. That's what my grandmother used to use for us. And that's what she used for her hair. Her hair was like her hair was to her butt. That's how long her hair was. We used to play in her hair. Today, somebody will do her hair. Tomorrow, another person will take over and do it. We used to drag who will plait my grandmother's hair. I'm telling you. Before father, I said, when people say oh father, first time I heard of father rice, and people were like, oh father. And I say, wait, this reminds me of, is this not grandmother's food? This is native rice now. Native rice. What are they saying of father for? Then I said, no, this one, they put shaki inside, they put assorted, they put liver, they put this, they put that. I'm like, there's no difference. So it's the exact thing that my grandmother used to make. And then, you know, that rice they used to wrap it in leaf now. My grandmother used to wrap it in leaf for us. Sometimes we will request for it, and she wrap it in leaf for us, the native rice, and we use it to eat your father. Yes, so normal things. People are supposed to be making money from tourism, manufacturing companies, Those that are in arts and creativity, they'll be doing their thing, all kinds of things. Tech hubs. We need to have those. Wait till be Silicon Valley. Wait till we get for Africa past this one now. Wait till we get for Africa past all these ones what we dey do for here. Eh? I'm in my village. In fact, I visited my village right now. I'm telling you, as I was saying, I was just remembering, I was just bringing back memories. Oh my God. My grandmom was a bomb. We used to look forward to visiting her every time. And when we go, my mom, my parents will not, they will say, hey, they will make my parents used to promise us that when we go, when they come to pick us up, we're not going to argue with them. We will say yes, we will agree. When we reach there, when they come, we'll change our minds again and say, please leave us now for another day, too. Okay, what about 2 days? We'll be negotiating. My grandmother will be looking at us, right? And then my grandmother would say, who will take you people to Sukulu? Who will take you to Sukulu? You have to go to Sukulu. We say, no, we want to stay here. We want to be saying it in our language. You want to stay here? No. Those were fun days, man. Yes, so I'm telling you, God bless. If anyone has their grandmother with them, please love on them. Oh, I'm telling you, it's a blessing. It's such a huge blessing. When my grandmother passed away, we're not, I wasn't mature enough to understand what it means to lose such a woman. But when she passed, a whole library burnt to the ground, though, because that woman has so much knowledge about herbs, how to use herbs correctly, what to use for your. Before all this colonoscopy, when they do, we know they do them as children. Colonoscopy. My grandmother used to do it on us as kids. Before the time when we started understanding what colonoscopy meant, we were doing it. My grandmother was doing it for us as children. So many things she knew. When I asked my mom, I don't know, my mommy, why did you not ask grandma all these questions now? So, yeah, exactly. In fact, when somebody traveled to Nigeria and I was begging them to help me buy it and bring it so that I can be using it for my hair, But I don't know if they were able to bring it or not. But my plan is when I go, I will go and get it. I can even do it myself because I know how to make the oil myself. I'll just do it and freeze the oil and bring it with me. Wrap it properly. Hello, Destiny Child. Welcome. Yeah. I've always changed. We became negotiators. My parents got tired of us. We'll be like, we'll walk to school. It's not that far. We argue. My parents will be like, no. My grandmother will say, why are you so cool? Why you cool? She will not be saying, I'm like, no, grandma, no. We'll be screaming. Hey, God. Grandma, oh, we miss you, grandma. They know how to love, oh, my sister. Hey, grandmothers are the best. Oh, may her soul rest in peace. I'm telling you, all their souls rest in peace. So I'm telling you, those women were strong in their time. I'm not going to. My grandmother had 9 children, and all of them did well. And she was a very tenacious woman. Very tenacious, quiet too at the same time. Very quiet. She'll speak only when she needs to. And she had a lot of stories to share. She used to tell a lot of stories. But as a child, there are things you will not understand. There are things you will understand. I know. We used to do that too. We used to do that a lot too. My parents would be upset when we finally agree. They would not be threatening us. We will not bring you here again. You people are not coming back to grandma's house again. Every time we bring you, you're always arguing with us. You don't want to leave. You'll be making us look silly in front of grandma. They'll be making noise for our mind. We don't already know what they go do. Go ready our mind for another. We'll beg them, sorry, 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 or we'll be quiet. If their anger is too high, we'll not be quiet. Then one day they'll not say, okay, maybe our grandmother will now request for us that, or sometimes she will come and visit us unexpectedly. We'll just see her. She said, I was missing people. No, when you don't 12, said that, as in, I haven't seen your faces, so I've been missing people. So I came to see you people. She will now stay with us for a while. We'll play with her. We'll be teaching her how to read, teaching her how to say English words like cup. We'll say cup, grandma, cup. She'll say cup. Couple. Oh my God. She was such a fun person. She didn't take anything seriously. Yeah, honestly, ideal grandmas. Hello, Neka, welcome. So anyway, back to our political gist. So you people believe in female. I like the idea that a female is coming, having a female governor. Really, having a female governor is what we should be anticipating. I don't know why Folake didn't come out as governor. I see she's capable as a governor, to be honest. She has what it takes to be the governor, but will the society, Nigeria itself, allow her be? Will they allow Tonto Dike run the show? I also think that Tonto Dike might be able to do the work, but because a lot of people are questioning her private life and her attitude and the way she runs things and her relationship with the Popogri, they call him now, that Popogri guy. So a lot of people are questioning a lot of that, but I look forward to seeing more women in positions of leadership, to be honest with you, in Nigeria, because I think that it will, we've had men all the time, men all the time, right? So we need to have a mix of women. But then again, the issue I have with women here in leadership position in Nigeria now specifically is that some of them act like queen bees when they get there. This is my problem. This is a problem I have with some of our Nigerian women. When they get there, they act like queen bees. They don't want another woman to come up. Okay? That attitude needs to change. As women, we need to be able to support each other. We all have the same concerns. When one person is suffering, we're all crying. That alone should help us, should tell us to come together, rally around for the common good. Because we know our strengths, right? So if a woman is coming out to run for a position, I'm fully supporting her. I don't care. I'm not going to question your ability. If you have a track record, I would want to see what your track record is. That's my own thing. I want to see your track record. I want to know, do your people back home, do they know you? What impact have you made in your village? What have you done for your people? That's what I will question. So as a woman, if you're coming in to contest for any position of leadership in Nigeria, be prepared. Don't just show up because you feel you have huge social media platform. You can just come and become anything. It doesn't work like that. There's always a price to be paid to get somewhere. In order for you to get to a certain level, you must have paid the price. Otherwise, you will not be effective in your position. If you just wake up one day and you just put you in a position, you have no idea what it entails, you will mismanage. You will do things wrong. So you have to get your on-the-job training from the grassroots. Understand the needs of the people. Because most of these people that are coming out, they are disconnected from the people. This is my problem. They are disconnected. They don't know what suffering is. They might have seen it, but they don't know because they have not reached the people at the grassroots. Election is grassroots. It's not at the top. It's not at the top. I have no doubt in their abilities, but I'm just saying they have to, there's a way to do things properly. You have to do things properly in order for you to put yourself in a position, in a vantage position So people will look at you and take you seriously and say, you know, you won't even need to speak too much. People will be coming to vouch for you. Look at what's going on with Peter Obi now. When he says verify, people are coming to vouch for him. Even before he even finished the word verify, people are vouching for him up and down the place. So that's kind of what we need, you know? Mirabel, what do you mean? I don't understand. They make us promise that we won't change our date, but that was a scam. We always looked it. I don't know what that means. This is true. I agree with you. Now, because she's a woman, you and I know that they're going to use a different yardstick for her. And it is the same us women that will criticize her more. Do you agree or no? This is my opinion, no. It's the same women that will come out and criticize. I don't have any doubt in their abilities, to be honest, because women are natural multitaskers and women are solution oriented. They will, you know, if you give them the opportunity, they will run with it. If it was a man, just like you said, they will not question too much. They would even be pushing. This is why I said starting from grassroots is very important. Assuming Tonto Dike, for instance, went to her village when she was, you know, she had money, she was able to build like a clinic, a sustainable clinic or something for her people, build a school for her people because she had the means. She was able to add value, whatever that value is to her people. Right now, when she's coming to contest, you will see people coming out and really campaigning for her. This is my point. You know, same thing with Funke. You're coming out. Do your people know you? You know, you need people to come out and be speaking for you, just like what's happening with Peter Obi. If nobody knows now, anybody that wants to run for politics or has any interest in politics, look at Peter Obi. Follow the way the man did. He went from the grassroots, even though he's made all his money. He went and started from the grassroots. He's been in politics under studying for a while before he came out. You know, everybody's time is different. You may have to understand it or the study for 1 year, 2 years. You might need to do local elections and politics for a year, 2, 3. Some people maybe 10 years, 5. So it's different from different people, you know. So I don't have any doubt in their abilities, but we live in a society in Nigeria, especially where they question you even harder when you're a woman. And it's usually the women that question the women more. Most men will not say anything. The majority of the women will come out on social media, be castigating these women and prodding and prying and questioning everything about them. You know, and Funke should do that. She should interview. She really should interview. If I were her, I would want her to interview. Come out, interview with us. Tell us what you want to do, because the people you need the people right now. You understand what I'm saying? Forget about your followership. You need the people. You need to be able to come out and tell the people what you want to do, what you and your principal wants to do for us, for the people of Lagos. You know, I say us because a lot of people go through Lagos, whether you're traveling internationally and Lagos is your point of whatever, exit, whatever, you know. So Lagos is of interest to everyone, right? Business-wise or whatever. So she needs to come out, interview with people and tell people what she wants to do. You know, she needs to do that. If I were her, I would do that, and I will begin early. And I will start with my people first. I will start with my people. And this is the problem when you've been blessed. When you have been blessed, remember your people. Remember your people. Whatever you have, do for them. I'm telling you, because you don't know. You might not be interested in politics at all. There are people who they've come to meet and beg, please come and be our governor, come and be our representative. It's true. It happens. Just do you. Be good to people. Just be good. And be good to your people first, because charity begins at home. If you're not good to your people will not, outsiders will not take you seriously. You know? So yeah, Funke should interview with us. So if you know anything good for her, make it come out quickly too. You know? He should. Tonto went on Daddy Freeze, but I didn't really listen to. She didn't really talk about what she was going to do, right? She was just talking about, I think it was an issue that took her there. Wasn't it the Bobrisky issue that took her there? where she said she didn't really want to say too much because of what she's doing right now and all of that. You know, yeah, most politicians are detached. They're detached from the sufferings of the common person. You know, they're detached completely. They don't know what it feels like to go hungry. They don't know what it feels like not to have water to take your shower. They don't know what it feels like not to have electricity 24/7 because they have generators with diesel running for them. Some people have a whole transformer in their compound. You understand? So that's the problem I have. Marian, see the same thing you said, they're saying it on the internet, on Obama's internet, the same thing you said. People are saying it like, ha, she will not be governor, she'll be slapping all her staff and shouting. People will have camera, everybody will start using video camera to video her. Eh? Slapping and shouting. Only this attitude needs to change. They really need to, because a lot of these Nigerians that have small money, they always do that, and it's very appalling. You should treat people as human beings. I don't care if they don't know. Teach them. Teach them. You don't have to shout. Eh? You don't have to shout, man. Can we love ourselves a little bit more and a little bit stronger? We need to value ourselves. And stop talking down at each other. Stop yelling. If you want to talk, talk. Don't yell at each other because you have something more than another person. Does not give you the right to be yelling at them. We're not in a zoo now. These things needs to be changing. You see this whole thing we're talking about, it starts from home. This whole bad, corrupt leadership. There are people that are corrupt. You go to the marketplace, you go and you want to buy 2 cups of rice. The person selling you rice will give you half cup instead of full cup. It's cheating. That's part of the corruption. It needs to start from somewhere. You are married to a man. The man gives you 220,000 to go and buy market. You hide 10,000. Use another 10,000 to buy rotten tomatoes, rotten pepper, everything. Bring it home and say you manage the money. It starts from home. Your child comes home with an item you did not buy for him or her. You don't ask. You don't question where they got the money. At home, I could not bring mosquito inside without my parents knowing. Mosquito fly. What do they do with that mosquito? Where you take see them? What you make you bring and come? Who give them to you? See, you bless in the FBI, they question you. Eh? Exactly. So we need to have better attitude towards each other. We need to treat each other like human beings, not see each other as enemies of each. We're not enemies. We're human beings we're experiencing this world at the same time together. Why make it more difficult for ourselves? Love is the easiest thing. If you're not happy with what I'm doing, tell me to my face. I'm not happy with it. We will not always agree, but we can still love each other and say, okay, you know what, I love you, but I don't agree with you. That's okay. But not to the point where we start to divide each other. You talk down, you cheat each other out. You're driving. Your driver is expecting a gunje from you, saying, madam, it's weekend, madam. You are collecting salary. You are saying, madam, it's weekend. So if it's weekend, what's my own inside? You know? Okay, Lobaton. Oh, okay. So that's what Tonto did, huh? But that's what they will do because they don't have, this is what I'm saying, no grassroots training, nothing. They don't understand. That's why they are parroting. Go and start from the back. Start. Stop trying to fool. There are people who have been in line that have been working grassroots. You can't just go up. This is what is annoying. Don't just jump. Go and start from the ground. Why must she not parrot? If you have done the work, by yourself, if somebody asks you about it, you'll be able to speak based on the concerns you have seen on ground. You'll be able to say, yes, so in this community, the problem here is electricity. I spoke to the tenants, I spoke to the people who live in that area, and they have the same complaint. You will not need to parrot anybody. Around Kota and Sonny, you know. They all are for real. You know? Exactly. Wife is committing money laundering at home. When they become minister, they continue the money laundering on a national scale. It's in simple, simple things. Simple, simple things. You know, the whole society has to, we blame politicians so we can talk about them from now to tomorrow. But we ourselves, we are the ones doing ourselves. Eh? You take transportation, the man will see you, size you up. Somebody else, the same place that will take you, you will pay 50 naira to get to. The conductor will charge you 150 because he feels like you can afford it and the other person cannot. That's part of what I'm talking about. You know that your brother is in a position, maybe he's the chairman or he's the CEO of the company. You work in the company, you see that the CEO is not doing it correctly. Because he's your brother, you keep quiet, you don't say anything. Instead of you to go and call him as a brother and say, bros, if you not drop this thing where you did do, now me go call you out. You understand what I'm saying? It's the grass. You have to start from home. Charity begins from home. It needs to be a national way of thinking that you look at each other and see each other with value. You don't just see someone and say, oh, this one is my brother, this one is not. No. Is the person competent enough? Are they doing the work? Are they answering? Are they solving your problem? That's what matters most. You know, that's what matters most. Mm. His name is Jide Adediran Marriott. That's what his name is, Jide Adediran. That's who she's running with. Oh. It is very warped. Always looking for who to use. Exactly. Always looking for who to use. Eh? Secretive mentality. Hush, hush. Now my brother, now my sister pikin. If they do bad, if they set people backwards, if they cause more problem for people, you know, go talk to them. Because now your brother, now your sister pikin. Call them out. I don't know what the man has done before. I've never seen him before. Maybe I'm not really paid attention to him. Let me see if I can. Let me see if I can find stuff about him while I have you guys and just read it out. Who is Jide Adediran? Let me see. Okay, so they say he's a Nigerian journalist. Sorry, let me look for. He's a serial entrepreneur. All this, you know, so that they make up all these things sometimes. Should we no sha? Make I just read within the talk for here. They say Jide Adediran is a Nigerian journalist and serial entrepreneur. In addition, he's also a philanthropist and a technocrat. He was born on the 25th of November, 1977. He was born to a mixed religion family. His father is Muslim. His mother tends to be a Muslim. Only God knows what that means, but I guess you guys can figure it out. He was born and brought up in the Mushin area of Lagos. According to his ancestral background, he's an illustrious and true son of the Awori land. Some of his ancestors also traced to the Elete kingdoms of Ojo, local government area of Lagos. While growing up, he got the nickname Jandor in his secondary school days. He has a career in communications, consultancy, which has aided him to develop a proficient act of journalism. He has been a journalist for the past 2 decades while combining other activities spanning business, entertainment, and politics. So the guy is 44 years old. As at the time of this writing, what day was this article written? What day? What year? Let's see. Yeah, as at this year. My people. That is it now. Maybe that's why they chose Funke, because the guy is not that popular. So we popular with Folake. I say Folake. I don't know why I keep saying Folake. With Funke's popularity to boost his own. That's the hope, so that he can win the governorship. He said, Marriott is screaming. Of course, you and I know it's Fabu. Lorira, you know now. You know how they do things now. You know our people. Exactly. Where is the proof? I'm telling you. A mixed religion. Who made them a techno? Eba mi bere. Let me ask them. Help me ask, oh, help me ask. I said na technocrat the guy be, oh, say na philanthropist. Because who he don't help? Who he don't philanthrop? Because me, I don't know. You know how they just put these things together now to make it look juicy. My sister, now so no see, shebi you dey hear am, and as I dey drop this thing, they say na the guy na technocrat, only him one know. I don't know where I take technocrat to. I don't know where I take use that skill. They say na philanthropist. Una know am, all the Lagosians in the house. Una know am before, but me no know am o. I don't know am. They say na journalist before and serial entertainer. Which market they sell? What they do? Which kind of entrepreneur? Hey, Egbami. Hey, Abby, he said so. Proof not needed. That's what they are doing now. I was on someone's YouTube live where somebody came outside defending Tinubu. As I say that the problem with Nigeria is the man has come out and said this is how old he is. We are the ones not trying to impose on him that he's not that age. A man has come out and has told you, people have asked him, he has told you his age, yet you are asking, you are telling him, you are doubting him. What do you want him to do? Somebody now asked, okay, if you have a company, would you want him to be a CEO in your company? The guy was dilly-dallying, and then he now said, yes, of course, why not? He's able, he's capable, he's a juggernaut. You know, as Nigerians say, they drop all this, their big ancient English. When even the Westerners know they use again. You just have to they drop big English. Then people come us and say, okay, this one that you are seriously campaigning for this man. Okay, tell us what he has done. What makes you so passionate about this man? He say, he was the one that made it possible. Look at Lagos right now. Somebody now interrupted him and said, please don't look at which Lagos. Are you talking about Lagos? Which Lagos? Is there another Lagos? It was so funny. And the guy was like, yes, if it wasn't for him, he's the one single-handedly made Lagos what it is right now. People started dropping names. Okay, what about Mawa? What about Ambode? What about Fashola? So are you trying to say that, hey, is he not the one that gave them the opportunity? If it was not for him, they would not. People took him to task. They were dropping questions, bomb, left, right, center. This guy could not answer confidently. He was just saying a lot without saying anything. He was just speaking jargons without saying nothing. They kept asking him, what has he done apart from raise Agberus and give them title? What really has he done? Apart from have bullion van in his house that he cannot explain, age that he cannot, his identity is a fraud. Matter of fact, I just saw somebody in on Twitter from America was asking, he wants to know from Nigerians that he heard that he put a picture of Tinubu and said he was a drug overload. He heard that he's running for presidency. Please, can somebody help him confirm? Because this is crazy. On Twitter, it's out there. I'm like, this is somebody that people are coming out to defend. Hey, Eruba Mio, Nigeria, we have a long way to go. We have a long way to go. I'm telling you. Eh? Abi, though, as I make I ask now, you say people feel no one for here. Ah, Abi, which? Oh my God! Oh my God! If it's only what Jack Conde did for Lagos, all those estates that you guys see in Lagos, all those low cost housing and all that, it was from Jack Conde. Jack Conde single-handedly helped Lagos more than any governor that I know of in history. Jack Conde. Eh? He cannot enter, they born am to enter US, make it try. They born am, he no go fit. I say they put am out for, make I see whether I even find that comment for Twitter. That one doctor post am, make I see am, make I read am to now where. Make I see. I want so that if you find that comment. Let me see. I can't remember the name of that doctor now. Let me see. People have even turned the thing, the picture that the guy shared. I'm looking at it now. They've actually turned it into a meme. Now they're saying, if you go on Twitter, for those of you who are on Twitter, I'm not on Twitter. I just have to search Bola Tinubu's dirty drug business exposed by this is the name of the person I was looking for, David Hudain. Let me see. I need to find him. He said, okay, so the person that posted initially was Matthew T. Page, a fulsome account of a kleptocrat's journey towards the apex of power, and a reminder how the US enables grand corruption in Nigeria and globally. Time for US and Nigeria to rethink, reorient its see no evil approach towards Nigeria's kleptocratic elites. Okay? Hey, it is on me, Kinio. It is on Twitter. Hey, wow. People just, they give us bad name. When we get fantastic Nigerians all over the world, these people go, you see that, just they give us bad name. Eh? Never again. My goodness. Let me read this. This is crazy. The guy even wrote an article. Oh my goodness. Wait, this one, okay, this was written by David Hundeyi. I think he's a Nigerian. It's like from Gary, this person is a Nigerian. But they use the same picture that the other guy used. From Gary, Indiana to Abuja, Nigeria via a stopover in Chicago. Here's how the bagman for a 90s Chicago drug ring has become a frontrunner for Nigeria's most powerful office and then some. On October 11, 1990, federal agents from the U.S. Drug Enforcement Administration knocked on the door of 460 Taft Place in the city of Gary, Indiana. Once a booming steel town with a population approaching Gary was one of cities and towns across the U.S. suffering from I'm trying to rush through so we can get to the nitty-gritty of it. In these circumstances, the city and its 77% African-American population were witnessing explosive growth in one of the few industries guaranteed to boom in response to such difficult circumstances. Was one of the who had found a place in the heroin trade, and by all accounts, he had done well for himself with the proceeds from his legal. He had bought 2 residential homes with 460 tablets, an apartment, a liquor store, and new car, all paid for with cash. According to the court records of the United States Court of Appeals 7th Circuit, the DEA agents arrived at the property to execute a search warrant after. You guys should go and read it, I beg. Let me see if I can grab the link and post it. It's a long one, just telling you how he got to where he is, how Tinubu, exactly, this is my problem. Why is she running under the same old party? This is why I'm saying it's a problem for me. I don't like the idea at all. Please, I hope you guys are liking. No, me, I forget to tell you people to like. I hope you guys are liking. Are you liking? Please like it. Share, please. Okay, let me post this link for you people. And then let me see this guy. Okay. So I want to copy the guy, the Oyibo guy that that's his Twitter link, so you guys can check it out as well. Yeah, she's running under PDP, not APC. That's right, Buki. She's running under PDP. No, I mean, any young person, please, if you're on this live and you're looking to run for election, please start from the grassroots. I beg you, please. And make sure you join a party with integrity. No party is perfect, but it's better for you to have a good foundation than to get on a foundation that you don't know how it was started. Foundation is very important. If we're going to have a bright future in that country, we need to know what we're doing. Try as much as possible not to involve yourself with parties that you don't know how they came about in the first place. Because these people is all about everything about them, everything about their vision, everything is stealing, looting, unaliving people, kidnapping, all manner of evil. You don't want to be associated with things like that. If you're young and on this life and considering by mere chance, maybe you're not considering now, maybe in future you will, think about the party you want to join. Don't join the most populous party because they have a structure. Let Peter Obi be a yardstick for you. When it's time for you, it does not matter what party you're in. Even if you form a new party, if it is your time, because of you, that your new party will explode. It's just a fact. It's on life support. Thank you. So this is why it's very crucial. We need to be asking questions about all these people that want to come out and be ruling us. We need to be asking them questions. You know? Exactly. Now to become Sri Lanka. Now I talk. I say, person they ask, what options do we have? What options do we have? I say, we become like Sri Lanka. We waka. All of us will go swim for their swimming pool. We go take over the Aso Rock, take over every government office. I'm telling you, that's the only way. Because this cannot continue. It is not even realistic for it to continue. It can't. I'm telling you, I saw clips of that, Benny. In fact, I could not watch because I don't watch Daddy Freeze. No offense to anyone. My personal opinion, you know, I every time I've tried, the little clips I've seen of him, he angers me in a way I can't even understand. There's certain things he says, there's certain stance he takes. In a bid not to choose side, he ends up like he's almost like he's washing and dining his hands with the devil at the same time, eating and trying to be on everybody's side at the same. I can't deal with people like that. I can't, in good conscience, deal with people like that. I'm sorry. So if anybody's a Daddy Freeze fan, I'm not his fan at all. I find his take very problematic, honestly. In a bid not to choose side, he's always dancing around the issues, and then giving platforms to these people that are coming. When you know where we are, I don't live in Nigeria, but I see the suffering. I have relatives in Nigeria. I know what they are going through, right? It hurts me that I'm here, that I'm not able to do as much as I need to, as much as possible for them. Honestly, it hurts me. So when somebody who is living in Nigeria has that type of mindset and is giving these people platforms, when you know that Nigeria is teetering on destruction right now, you're giving these people platforms to come and spew all kinds of non-entity. I mean, I'm sorry. I can't respect such a person. I don't have anything against him. It's not personal, but I have tried. People have tried. Oh, my, listen to this. But I'm like, I can't. My spirit, they reject them. I no fit. And they like truth. Stand for the truth. Stand. I'm the kind of person like, you're either standing for the truth or you're falling for everything. And that's what I see him as. That's how he comes across to me. Stand for the truth. No shaking. Don't do left or right. Stand and be focused. Stand on your truth. Don't be all die na die. What's the point? Which power what's her name get to change Lagos? Not be VP she go do. Exactly. She want what power? Now you go dey in control now. She na assistant. That's all she's going to be, an assistant. Coach Bello. I can't. Oh my God. Marriott. I can't. The little I've seen, I'm like, what is wrong with this man? Is he not living in Nigeria? Does he not see the suffering? Because this is a time to be very careful. You've been doing all this, but right now, your words matter. Your stand matter. You cannot be, if it was a normal society where things were working, you can choose to say, okay, I don't want to take sides. But when you know that men, literally, whether Nigeria lives or survives or does not survive, it is all depending on how this plays out. You don't have any time for guesswork or anybody to be spewing their rubbish. You don't have that time. But yet you allow these people to come. The ones that say they are good in a relationship, they will come, they will talk nonsense and rubbish. Be like, really? No. We can, no. We really can. Where we are now, where my mind is, where we are, where a lot of people are on the ground, I'm telling you, they are gingered for it. We need to do Sri Lanka style. I'm telling you, every government house we need to take over. We can't afford another 6 months, 3 months. We can't. We cannot. We better be preparing for Sri Lanka style. If they try any mago, we better be getting ready. Exactly. It's by seniority and by money. Can you imagine ageism? You'll be telling someone that's capable, that can do the work, you tell them it's not their time. Is that not what they did to Donald Duke? Donald Duke, after the fantastic work he did in Akwa Ibom, the man was trying to run for presidency. They told him, Obasanjo was part of the people that said it's not his time. That thing annoyed me. I'm like, what is wrong with these people? They treat Nigeria like it is their personal property. Nigeria does not belong to any one person or any one tribe for that matter. How can you be telling this man that clearly tells you, you see his track record, you are telling him, fixing your mouth to say it's not his time? Hmm. Oh yeah? Where was that? Benny, where was that? Are you talking about Ebonyi or are you talking about Oshun? I know Peter Obi is in Oshun and I saw there was a lot of crowd. But I was wondering, why did they get an interpreter for him in Oshun? You know, some of those people don't speak English, they speak Yoruba. So I wish they got an interpreter for him to interpret as he was talking, you know? Thank you. Very hard. Ah, Marriott, you took the words right out of my heart. Honestly, you really looked inside my heart and you took it out. I'm telling you, serious one. Allah tenuje baba. Oh, atewo. I'm telling you, very hard to listen. Very difficult. I don't know as people say they do am. I don't know. I no fit. I know they fit. I don't try. I can't handle him. Oh. Whether he declares, it's for his good. If he likes, let him not declare. It's for his good. People pay too much attention to him. The man, I don't know, most of what he says angers my spirit. I can't deal. Very different. Very different. Ah, sure. Let me share my link, Ojari. Very different. I mean, it's ridiculous. Ah, like anybody that wants to add anything, people should come and add. Because I mean, personally, I don't have anything against women running for offices in Nigeria. I think it's about time. It's long overdue. We need women in the mix, but are the women equipped? Because women, sometimes when they get to that position, they become queen bees. They prevent other women from climbing. We're not very good at supporting each other. That's a major problem that I see with Nigerian women. We are not very good. We get to the top and want to push down the ladder so that someone else cannot climb up. It happens a lot. I've seen it, even in the corporate world. I've seen it. They'll be telling you, do you know how long it took me to get here? They'll be talking down at you, be talking to you anyhow. I've seen it. I almost beat one up when I was in Nigeria. I know I'm not a physical person. I don't like fights. I'm not a violence, but I almost unleashed violence on this particular woman. She was a head somewhere, and she had an interview with me or appointment or whatever. I went to her office, and the way this woman did not know me from Jack, the way she spoke to me, my goodness, there was nothing this woman did not say. Hey, do you know it got to a point? This woman said something. In my heart, I said, God, if you don't shut this woman's mouth up, I will beat this woman and I will walk out and go back to America. I'm telling you, this woman did not know me. Right that moment, that woman shut her mouth. She didn't say anything again. She saw the flame in my eye. She did not say anything again. And I took my stuff and I left. That thing, oh my, after that day, and I've met a couple of them like that. I'm like, Nigerian women, you people have problem. Not everyone, no. I've met good ones too. Hey, Mirabel,
Hi, Amoya. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. What's up,
Okay.
bro?
Hi. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm okay. So yeah, I want to say something real quick about you were talking about Daddy Freeze and all that situation. I
Right.
was gonna say I really could care less about him. For me, he's just one other person that sometimes I see his videos, but then again, can you think about the fact that first of all, he did not start out as a YouTuber. He was on the radio, so he has that mentality where you can just be independent from every other person, so that you could allow everyone to probably use your platform as um will I say hmm what's the word, well, I say use your platform as a neutral ground, basically. So he would say something that he definitely has like made it clear that okay, he's definitely an ob fan, and he definitely wants it to be ob. But then I think what he's doing, from what I've seen, I haven't seen too much of it, but from what I've seen, he's basically allowing his platform to be used as a debate ground. So for the other people that support the other candidates, he's allowing them to, okay, come say why you want this person, and almost like a neutral ground, like I would say, because I feel like people are so fixated, for lack of better word, on their candidate, where there's no platform for diversity, there's no platform for disagreeing, there's no platform for debate, basically. So ob people are just like specifically, okay, ob, if you say anything contrary to that, they shut you out. The other people, Tinubu people, are specifically that. The other person is everyone is almost hardcore to whoever they support, and which is beautiful. But then again, there would be no playing field, there will be no neutral ground for a debate. And if everyone sticks to that situation, then where are we ever going to meet as people with different views, and people, and even the most ridiculous reasons, it's still a reason. And sometimes you wonder, like, why are these people going for this other people? But then again, you also have to have a place where everyone, irrespective of who you are in support of, can just come together, debate. That's why it's a debate, because if we all agree, then there will be no debate, and talk about why you choose this, and regardless of how ridiculous it sounds, it's still how they feel. At the end of the day, it's still democracy, and people have a right to support whoever they want to support. And I can acknowledge that you have a right to support whoever you want to support, even if I disagree with that. I don't have to be emotional about it, I could just be logical. And I think with his platform, I think it's a good thing, because it's just somewhere where everyone can banter, and a lot of the times too, people can change opinions, people can switch whoever they decide based on how convinced they are. And yeah, I think it's necessary. Places like that are necessary, and I might not agree with it, but I see the value in it. I see the fact that if platforms like his does not exist, then where will all those people meet? Where will people that support different people meet? Where we have that conversation? Where will I meet you to make sense of why you're choosing who you're choosing? Where will I meet you to try to explain to you why I'm choosing who I'm choosing? Because if we can have this conversation, then how am I able to even convince you, or how am I able to tell you my whys? And for me, I like to listen to different points of views and different opinions, regardless of how ridiculous it sounds. And I know what I'm sticking to. I know who I want, but then again, I'm also able to be independent of my own emotions and listen to you know, every other person, regardless of if I agree with it or not. So that was just what I was going to say. I think
Mm.
that's basically what his platform does in this situation. I don't know about every other thing he does, but I'm just, when it comes
Yeah.
to this particular, thing going on.
Right.
And I think it's fair. I think people can banter, people can just agree to disagree, and people can make sense of what they make sense of, if you know what I
Right,
mean.
right. So Mirabel, here's the thing. Because Nigeria, I don't know the last time you went to Nigeria. When was the last time? I visited Nigeria recently.
Like like 9, 10 years ago.
Okay, so that's a long time ago. Right now, Mirabel,
Mhm.
whereas Nigeria is at a point where, why am I echoing back to myself? Hold on one second. Okay, Nigeria is at a place where I'm not understanding this echo. Hold on one second. Why am I echoing? Oh, can you mute yourself? Maybe that will.
Okay, hold on.
Okay. All right. So, okay, it's better now. So we're at a place in Nigeria where we are in Nigeria right now, we're at the bottom. Like we're working on very thin thread. We've had one bad governor, one bad leader to another bad leader to another bad leader for decades. Okay, so right now we're having someone that is coming out to try to fix what is on ground. We don't have the luxury right now to be, you see those types of debates. We don't, even the people that come out to campaign, I don't remember the last, they don't debate. The potential, the president candidates, the candidates that are coming out as presidents, they don't even come out to debate with the people. This is how they see it. They don't even see you as somebody worthy to have conversations with. The people that are following these people that are doing die-hard followership, most of them have one way or the other benefited. Nigeria, the kind of leadership they practice in Nigeria is, if you're benefiting from it, you become a ride or die with them. We are not at that point where we have that luxury to be giving platforms for people to come and try to dissuade other people. We're not balanced as a society. People are suffering so much. You know, right now, recently, not too long ago, they just knocked down somebody's house, deleted his sons, took his daughter. He and his wife ended up in the hospital. Every day they are unaliving people. Poverty. Over 100 million people are poor in Nigeria. Over 100 million people. The same people that have been ruling for God knows how long. It is embarrassing that a former drug lord is even coming out to say he wants to contest for president of a nation with such dynamic people. Do you know what they did to the south, to the riverine areas? They practically ruined the livelihood of those people. Those people are fishermen. That's what they do. That's how they feed themselves. So his platform, I understand what you say, because I remember him on radio. Okay, I remember him on radio. Even on radio, people have to take a stand. My problem is this: when you're having those people come out, those people that are coming out are not saying things that are going to benefit the entire country. They're only coming out to perpetrate the same old thing that has been going on for too long. We're not at that point. A time will come where, yes, we can have those type of sane debates. A time will come. Like I said, it's not up to me to understand what he does, and you just pointed it out. There are people who look forward to those type of things and are, like to hear those types of debates. I personally, and I'm sure a lot of Nigerians also agree, we're not at that point at all. Right now, Nigeria is at a desperate state. Now we're trying to save the country. Biafra is trying to break off. Yoruba Kingdom is trying to break off. Every other region in Nigeria is trying to separate itself. They're literally campaigning that there should be no election in Nigeria as we speak. That's what they're campaigning for. So we are not, already there's a war going on. There are people losing their lives on a daily basis. the period for saving. It's not the period to be arguing with the same old people, with their followers that are they are stuck in their own way of doing things because they have relatives benefiting directly from this nonsense that we call Nigeria as it is right now. Nigeria is on the brink of outright war, literally. So you need to test the temperature to see. This is where I'm coming from. I'm not saying he has a right to do whatever he wants to do, but it's not helping. It's not helping at all. He's just the way it is and the way he comes across, he doesn't stand for one thing. He will say yes with his lips. I'm standing for this person, by the way. But somehow it is where Bele face. Where Bele face. No disrespect to him. I don't know the man personally. I've never met him. I just had people share and tell me, oh, Maya, watch this, and I've watched clips. But at this point, this is a critical state in Nigeria right now. We don't have time for those types of debate. I'm sorry. We don't. Because it's the same old tropes. And unfortunately, we have young people that have bought into that have one way or the other benefited. Maybe their families have benefited. Nigeria is in the hands of very few people in a nation with over 200 million people. Please. Only a certain group of people rotating amongst themselves the leadership of the country. And you are giving those same people the platform to come and perpetuate the same thing. There's something wrong with that. In my own personal opinion, I could be wrong, and I stand to be corrected. He comes across as someone who, wherever the wind blows, that's where he goes. You shouldn't, not at this time. We have not gotten there. Look, the man can run away from Nigeria. He's half Nigerian, half European. He can run away anytime. But majority of the people suffering in Nigeria, where are they going to run to if anything happens? They don't have options.
Yeah. But the people that are supporting the other people, they're from that country. They're not running away anywhere. He can run away, but he's deciding to support. He can run away, but he's deciding.
Mirabel, most of them that are sent to debate don't live in Nigeria. The ones that live in Nigeria can travel.
Okay, that makes sense. But then again, you see that what is it called? Your reality is not every other person's, and you don't even live in Nigeria. But just from how you sound, how patriotic you are, and you take on other people's reality. You take on the reality of the common man. You take on the reality of that person in the market, making sure that they have to sell to be able to feed their kids. You take on the reality of the kid that's out there selling, hawking when they're supposed to be in school. Not everyone can do that. Not everyone are that empathic. Not everyone can take on other people's reality. And even when it's facts, even when we're at the bottom, like you're saying, which is facts based on everything going on, it can be fact checked. It's facts. But a lot of people, their facts are based on their opinions, and their facts are based on their reality, and they cannot take on other people's reality, and it sucks, but that's just the world we live in, and honestly, sometimes it's so sad because for people like you that get so emotionally invested, you take on all of this, you're so empathic, you want the best for other people. It doesn't even have to benefit you, but the fact that it benefits other people makes you happy. That's the minority of people. That's not how the majority of people are. And with people like you gotta have a space in your heart for self-preservation, just in case all those people screw you over. So there's something left in you to survive and keep it going. And it's sad that I even have to sound like this, but that's really what it is. Because the fact that there's even a conversation about, oh, I'm supporting this one, that one, the other one, it doesn't matter if people are dying every day. It could be the poverty capital of the world. We could be even countries in war. People are still supporting the leaders that are creating the war. That's the complexity of the human mind, where even when it doesn't make sense, it still makes sense to somebody, and it's sad.
I understand all of that, Mirabel. I do. I understand. And I do have space for myself. Don't get it wrong. The fact that I'm empathic about it, and because I have relatives back home, and I've visited Nigeria up until 2020. I couldn't travel. So I've always been in touch, right? So the fact that I'm showing this, and I'm because I really want to see transformation, because that's what the country needs, doesn't mean I cannot remove myself. Once I'm done with this, that's it. I tune out because I need to preserve a part of myself. After all this is said and done, the truth is, what the creator wants to happen is exactly what's going to happen. It's not about whether I'm empathic. It doesn't matter whether I'm emotional about it. It doesn't matter whether I believe that, this is who I want and it should be that. It doesn't mean anything. At the end of the day, it's still up to the creator of all things to decide who he chooses, because he puts one down and brings one up. So it's not up to me. I am very fully aware of that. And I've been able to manage that most of my life because I know how I am. But I'm just saying, as someone who lives in Nigeria now, this man lives in Nigeria, sees the suffering on the ground. This is a time for him to use his platform to say, listen, guys, right now is not the time anymore. Churches are telling their followers now, there are people in the church, right? People in the church, they're telling them this is who you should vote for. They are unafraid. Before, churches never used to get involved with politics in Nigeria. They don't talk about it. Even if they will tell you, they might choose a candidate and, kind of squeeze it in there somewhere, but they never come out publicly. Of course, there are a few people that fully support their candidates or whatever, but churches are now understanding that they have to take a stand. Mosque, some mosques are now coming out. Imams are standing and saying, no, these people have taken us for a ride. The northerners that people are saying, oh, the north does not vote, the north does not vote. They are coming out and saying, what are you people saying? We are tired. We are the ones that have received the flogging more. Are you kidding me? So I get it. I understand there are people who don't think the way I do. I understand there are people who don't feel the way I do. Personally, I go where my spirit will allow me. If unfortunately his channel is not one of those, I'm always, the little clips that I've listened to, I'm always like, I'm like, I'm squeezing myself to listen to it. And I can't do that to myself, right? So people who go there know why they're going there, and yes, they're keeping their minds open and all of that. But right now, the state we are in Nigeria is an emergency. It's an emergency situation. Trumpet is blowing, alarms are going off, everything is red right now, red alert. We cannot afford any type of sentiment of, oh, let's give them platform, let's do this. He has a platform with so many followers. He should be able to say, my people, this is not the time. If we're going to have a normal Nigeria, let's get things straight first. Let's get it in the right direction first. Even the leaders don't come and debate with the people that they want their vote. They don't. Maybe it's going to change with Peter Obi. They will be forced to come out. Who knows whether they will come out? That's just my stand. And I'm just one person. I'm sure there are a lot of people who still love him and listen to him and admire what he does. And there's nothing wrong with that. And like you really stated, and it's true what you have said, Mirabel, is that not everybody's like me and not everybody's going to think like me. And there are people who want that. They want to see the opposite of that. They want to see, they want their, they have a heart to listen to every side and hear and decide. That's okay. But personally, I can't. I just can't, And again, I said it was my opinion. I don't have anything against him. I don't know the man personally. I've never met him before, These are just me personally, my own personal opinion as an outsider looking in and hearing, not just him on this issue of politics. There have been other issues as well that I've seen, and I'm like, this, I don't know. Of course, there's always a crowd for people. Everybody has their own people, So people will gravitate towards there. So, yeah, I understand. I completely get it. Though me, I know, but me, my own personal opinion, I no go fit. I no fit. It's very hard to listen to.
I agree with you because I've sometimes tried to watch some stuff, but I just cannot. So I just I get myself out of
Sure.
it. But but Like God's I be make God's will. How they take talk on for pigeon? Make God's will. They don't know for that country. Honestly, I just hope everything works out well, and I just hope all of our labor, all of our suffering, all of the suffering of our people, the country don't try. I just hope
Exactly.
one day it just hopefully this will be it. It
Yes.
doesn't have to be perfect, but it shouldn't be the
Yes.
worst. It
Thank
shouldn't be among the
you.
worst things in the world.
Thank
Yeah, we
you.
know that we're living in the last days and things will be hard. And even in the United States and Canada, all the first world countries, they still have their difficulties. But why can't we have the problem of the first world country?
Thank
Make it
you.
be say, let electricity now be our problem. Let us be battling with either we want legal abortion or not. Let's be battling with other issues of the first world country. Let's leave the third world country problems of electricity and bad road and not even food to eat. It shouldn't be that
Exactly.
bad. It's not like we'll ever get it perfect, but we can just be better.
That's
And
all. That's all, Mirabelle. That's all I want. We don't have to be perfect. There's no perfect society anywhere. There's
no,
none. We can be better than we are right now.
yeah,
We've
and
had
we can be
enough time.
proud to say, "Oh, I'm from this country." We can look forward
Yeah,
to going, visiting, and not worry about regular everyday thing, and just not even worry about trying to live a decent life, but not being able to or feeling guilty about living a decent life because the man next door is, living in abject poverty, or you walk down the street and the kid next door is dying of hunger. We don't want that, you know.
exactly. Exactly. This is my concern. Like, I want to be able to live in my house and not worry about the old woman that's not taking care of that the children have abandoned for whatever reason. Rain falls and falls directly into her house. I don't want to see that. It's very painful. How many people can you help? So this is why
It
I
is.
feel like Nigeria is in a place where Mirabel, sorry, can you mute for a minute? Because
Yes, but
okay,
I'm
I don't
gonna
know
I'm
why
gonna
it's
go
acting
now.
like this
Um,
with your phone.
I'll be listening in. Okay.
Oh, okay. Thank you
Thank
so much for
you.
coming up,
Of
bro.
course.
I
Thank you.
appreciate it, darling Mirabel. Thank you. You know. So my people. So are we in agreement? So be like all of us they agree, say there's no problem with women who contesting, right? Bridget, I don't know as you take enter. You have to go out and come back in. Don't mute, don't cancel your camera out. Enter through your phone, right? Come in and then put your camera off. Because as it is, I'm not able to add you. I don't know why. Hey, Tony. Oh, sorry. I'm so sorry. You just got home from work. Okay, yeah. Thank you for joining me. Yeah, okay, Baba, I know, but hey, everybody get their way. And my way be this, I not fit. So it be like say all of us they agree, say women are able to do it, but I feel like they need to do the work, pay your dues. This life now, you have to pay your dues. Anything that you're wanting to achieve, there's something you need to pay forward before you get there. I don't think in Nigeria we understand that. Everybody just feels like, oh, if I know this person, I can just, go in and just achieve it. No, you have to pay your dues to get there, whatever the dues are to you. Some people will get there on time, some people will not. It's just the way life is. Ah, it's the same thing, oh, Bridget. Me, I don't understand. It's the same thing. You have to come out. When you come in, leave your camera and your video on. When you come in, when you enter the studio, you can now turn off your camera. But the way it is, I can't even add you. Your camera is off, and that's all that's showing. It's not even showing me your mic. Eh? Oh, Marriott, thank you. We spoke well, eh? No, me and Marriott, we're like brother and sister. We're always fighting. Not fighting, but in a good way, not in a bad way. So yeah, so I think that they should try and understand what's going on in their villages. There should be like a back end story. before you get into something, just don't jump into it, because there are people that, mind you, there are people whose career, whose vision is to become a governor of Lagos State, and they've been in the ropes doing the grassroots thing. So I don't know. I'm not against women running for office. I really want it. I want more and more women to run for office. Personally, I do. I want more and more women to, because women are needed. If you have a place where it's just men, I think there's always because they don't really understand what women needs are. They don't understand what children need, as much. They should not be so removed from their lives that they don't understand what a woman's need and a child's needs are. But I mean, for what it's worth, for now, this is what we have to work with. So I'm just saying, it's okay for them. I support women running for office and all of that, but start from the grassroots. Do your people in your village, do they know you? I think that this is what was part of Showore's problem. Showore, I agree, and I am happy for what he has done. He has really sensitized a lot of young people, and he continues to do that. All this activism spirit and all of that, I get it, and I respect him completely for it. But what did he do for his people in the village? You have to start from the grassroots. Who knows you? What have you done for your people? Do your people know you? Because the kind of person Showore is somebody that people should have been being the ones campaigning for him, running up and down for him, because of the impact he's made nationally. But because guess what? You have to start, and you can't just jump and say you want to be president of Nigeria. You have to start from somewhere. Can we normalize starting from the grassroots? You need to know the people you are ruling now. You need to know them. Why trying to cut corners? Know the people you are ruling. Go to your state, familiarize yourself with the people in positions in your state. Do one or two things. You have the money, you have the resources. Do something that people need in your, it will not be a bad idea. This is why I don't have respect for so-called billionaires in Nigeria. I'm sorry, I have no respect for them whatsoever. If you are that wealthy in your community, you don't have good functioning hospitals. You don't think, okay, in my billionaire status, let me do something for my people. Let me build a state-of-the-art hospital for my people. Let me make it such that they'll be doing research in this hospital. Employ doctors. Put them on payroll. Hand it over to them. In fact, stand aside. Let them do what is necessary. You don't think about that? Every billionaire in Nigeria has the capacity to run communities, villages, in fact, the country. What are we talking about? But they don't do anything. All they show you is all the nice places to go to around the world, all their private jets, all their children going to school in fancy, fancy places, all of them living very golden lives. Meanwhile, you are suffering. You are drinking sachet water. You wake up in the morning, you use sachet water to brush your teeth, you drink it as breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Eh? Bridget, I don't know wetin dey happen o. You need to exit and come back. I see you've been trying, but let me add you. I don't know. Let me add you. So, I mean, I don't know. I guess over the week, we're going to be learning more and more, and maybe about Tonto, Dike, and the Folake. Hopefully, everything works out. I personally believe that women are able to do the work. Everybody knows the concern in the country, and they should know what to do. I don't expect less from them if eventually they do get in. But if anybody is on this live and is looking to contest for election or wanting to be a part of the politics, please start from somewhere. Don't just jump in. Start from somewhere. Start from your community. Let them know you. Charity begins from home. That thing is not just a sentence, it's a fact. It does begin from home. You want people running elections for you. Peter Obi is not spending a dime. I happened to join a live where people, in fact, who was it that tweeted out, Aisha Yusufu, that people should donate, even if it's $1. She broke it down in such a way that he's going to need money. And there are all people have come and decided they want to do it. They are ready to give. Some people have said put their money aside and put it in fixed deposit, waiting for a proper account so that they can, contribute. They're there. People are waiting. I'm waiting too because I want to contribute to his campaign. The man has not spent a dime of his money other than buy gas and travel from place to place. Everybody. In fact, I made t-shirts. I made t-shirts here for myself that I'm going to be wearing when I'm doing my lives. I'm just going to be wearing it. So all you guys will be seeing is Peter Obi and Yusuf, what's his name, Dati, on my t-shirt. That's all you're going to be seeing. If you guys are interested, I can tell you how you guys can make your own t-shirts. So that's what everybody has a place to, you have something that you can contribute, So I support women, and again, I'm going to use this opportunity to say, I beg you, Peter Obi, women must do your campaign trail, they must do your office. So when you are selecting, please don't forget women. Women are going to play a very essential role. You give a woman fresh food, she will make you a good meal. Okay, so we have capacity. And women, please don't become queen bees. When you get there, also have mentor other women so they can come into positions of authority, so they can also give back to the society. Please. Bridget, I don't know how you are joining. I can't understand. I don't know what else to say. I'm not able to add you. I have no idea why. Your mic is not showing. Your camera is showing, but it's turned off. But even with your cam, I can't add you in with just your camera. So everything has to be like obvious. But anyway, I think I'm going to leave this here for now because I'm getting tired. I never chop since morning. I beg, make I go chop. It's about 1:21 p.m. We've done enough banter over our lovely sisters. So let's support them. I mean, if we want to ask questions, let's also ask them questions because these people matter to us. You never know when you find yourself in Rivers. You never know when you find yourself in Lagos State. Even though me, I say I don't like to live in Lagos, I have to pass through Lagos when I'm coming to Nigeria. I have to pass through Lagos. So Lagos matters to me. So it is important if it works. So let's try and find out more information about them. And we'll meet here again. I probably will schedule. Hi, Jaden's TV. Thanks for joining us. Probably scheduling a live to talk about, because I really support the idea of women coming out for leadership positions. I want more and more women to do that. But I also want us to support each other, and when we get to those positions, we should not become queen bees. We can't become queen bees. We have to have people we're mentoring to take over, just in case. Don't live with your whole full library. Leave information with people, So I'm going to leave this here for now. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I will see you guys again. If anything comes up while we're, within the week, today is what, Wednesday? If anything comes up and I find new details, I might do a live again, but not today, certainly not. Whew. Perhaps tomorrow or the day after. Yeah, maybe something is wrong. I'm not sure. So I don't know if you're joining. Bridget, are you joining with your phone? If you join with your phone and you click on the link, right? What happens is it will take you into StreamYard. When it takes you into StreamYard, it's going to ask you, I don't know how your phone is. Do you want to keep your mic and camera on? You will say yes or something like continue. You click on continue and it will take you into the studio, right? When you get in the studio, then it will show you your face, and then you have the camera and the camera on, and the mic will be on. So you will mute the camera and then mute your mic, and then I can add you. Maybe you want to try it again. Let's give it a try and see if it works. You'll be the last person I have this conversation with before I go. Yeah. Otherwise, maybe next time. But thank you guys so much for joining me. Marriott, Thank you very much. All you do na head. Mirabel, all you day your head. Thank you, my sister. I appreciate you. I love you like kilo day. Eh? I love all of you. Tony, thank you very much. K Baba, thank you. Um Obiajulu 1, Obiajulu 2. We have two Obiajulus here. Benny Obi, thank you very much. Buki Ade, Eshegon, thank you so much. Bridget David, thank you. You're the one trying to come in. Neka, thank you. Tolu's Diary, thank you very much. I appreciate you guys. Really, really do. Thanks for taking the time, spending the time with me. This was good. We're both learning and growing at the same time, so that we can be better citizens for ourselves and to our fellow peoples them. Thank you very much, Jaden Stevie. I appreciate you. Yeah. Yeah, oil dey your head though, Mirabel. Oh yeah. In fact, palm kernel oil, Mirabel. It's not just palm oil. It's not just it's palm kernel oil. That's my I need to get that palm kernel oil because I beg it has some nutrients. When I go to Nigeria, um um uh by his grace, I will definitely get that palm kernel oil for my hair. Because man, I grew up with a grandmother with hair to her butt. So what's my excuse? What is my excuse? All right, guys, it's been amazing talking to you all. I appreciate you. Thank you very much for joining me. If you're catching this on replay, please let me know what your thoughts are. Share your comments with me in your comment section. In the comment section, please like, and then subscribe. And I'll see you guys very soon. Thank you and have a great day. Love you all. Bye.